We are hopping on for another Mindset Monday. Today, we are talking about the standard you set determines the life that you get, and why in some domains of life you need to up your standard and uphold that standard. What do I mean? Where am I going with this? So a lot of people are obviously discontent with their life, maybe their health, their business, their relationship, whatever it may be, their entire life, maybe just one single domain of their life. And they think to themselves, why is this? Why isn't it better? Why can't I have a more fulfilling life, better relationships, better health, do more of what I like to do? And it's because the standard you set determines the life that you get. And not only setting that standard, saying, I want to live a better life, but each and every day being adamant about upholding that standard and not settling for that which does not meet the criteria, the minimum product, whatever you're willing to accept. So yes, there is the theory, there is the philosophy, but where does it come into play? What are some examples? Well, if you want a certain health standard and you say, I want to have a six-pack, I want to be able to run X amount of time, a mile in that amount of time, I want to work out this many days a week and feel this good about my health, about my body, about this vessel that I have, then it means eating well and showing up to the gym and doing the things and not letting the momentary desire for the cake, for the cookie, for the whatever to get in the way of that new standard and upholding that standard. Maybe, just maybe, it's that you want to live a happier life. You want to be more excited, doing more of the things that you love. There are two very clear ways to do that. Number one is spend more time doing that which truly lights you up, truly fills you up, that which you love doing. And that sounds so easy, so stupid, so lame. Yes, if I could do that, then of course I would do that, right? Well, it means giving up the things that bring you a 5 level of happiness to say, I'm going to show up for that which brings me a 7 and an 8 and a 9 and a 10, and what really lights me up, what really makes me happy. I'm going to do those things and stop doing those middle tier enjoyments, going out to the bar, getting drunk. Sure, yeah, you may have a little bit of fun in that moment, but does it really light you up in the same way that cruising along PCH might? No. Or does it fill you up in the same way of having an incredible conversation with friends, playing board games, watching a movie with them, doing whatever with your friends, genuinely interacting instead of being on some substance? Yeah. So then stop doing those things, uphold that standard and saying, hey, I'm not going to the bar anymore, but I would love to cruise with you. I would love to have some deep, incredible, fulfilling, happy, enjoyable conversations. I'd love to go camping. I'd love to share amazing experiences with you, but I'm not doing the bar thing anymore. I'm not doing any of this lame stuff that doesn't really light me up anymore. It's just not what's allowed in my life. I'm setting a higher standard and I'm upholding it. Also, speaking about others, it is negativity. A lot of people spew a lot of negativity. Their default reaction is why you can't do something, why it can't be done, why you shouldn't, what the risks are, what the possibilities of failure, and what the downsides are. And instead saying, I'm not gonna listen to that. Yes, those are real, and so is the upside, so are the possibilities, so are the realities that things take off, so are the possibilities that things turn out well. In the same way that things can go downhill, they can turn out well. So I'm gonna feed my mind with positive propaganda, activate my reticular activating system to search out those positive outcomes with the positive fuel that I feed it. Garbage in, garbage out. Positivity in, positivity out. Positive outcomes. If you want to feel better, if you want to set that standard for a higher level of joy and a higher quality of life, then you have to set that standard and uphold it each and every day. And it doesn't matter what the domain of life is, we all struggle somewhere. We all want to get to a better, higher place. And that requires elevation, requires separation from the BS, from the level 3, the level 4, the level 5 stuff that we so often fall back into when times get hard, when it's the closest, easiest thing that we can reach. Oh, I could go to the bar. It doesn't take much work. It doesn't take much effort. I have time for that. That's where my current friends are. What if you made new friends? What if you worked on yourself? What if you got to the goals that you've set for yourself? What if you did those things instead of washing away with all the BS that doesn't really serve you? Elevation into that newer, higher, better life requires separation. And in order to have a better life, you have to set that standard for that better life and uphold it each and every day, day in and day out. Now, before I go, I have to give a huge shout out and huge props to Preston Smiles. He is the one who introduced me to this concept originally. He's the one that planted the seed in my mind that gave me this lesson in the same way that I'm giving you this lesson now. So credit to where credit is due. With that in mind, I will see you on the next one. Hopefully you like this video, and make sure to like the video. Drop a comment down below if you did. Subscribe to the channel so that you can see new Mindset Mondays every Monday. And for real, ciao.